You know what I'm not going to stand for? There are other podcasters out there who are coming for Meri Brown saying things like, oh, she's pathetic. Oh, she needs to move on. Oh, her BFF Jen is married to her own brother, but it's actually her husband. Lizzie's Heritage Inn is haunted. Like Bonnie's hairline. Like people are just saying the worst things about Meri Brown. And obviously, I mean, that's us. We're the ones saying that. But I'm a different person than I was last week because I have flip-flopped right on back.
You're going to join her downline?
Oh, I'm in the downline. I'm in the upline.
You're so excited for her new podcast?
Oh, I can't wait to hear all the blessings Meri's going to give us. Yes.
And probably her BFF Tanner.
Two people that I can't normally stand, but here I am today. Number one stand.
Mm-hmm. You'll pay that $89 a month she'll probably charge to tell you how to word the up without telling you how to word the
right.
Up.
I'll pay $89 a month for the word salad. Okay. Because I am a Meri fan.
You do this all the time, and probably next week you'll be back to hating Meri.
That is more than likely.
But you know what? She should take what she could get.
And I'll say, like, I climbed right into her lap, just like Zona. You know, she came and she found me at the rescue, and I looked scared.
And you needed her, and she needed you.
Mostly, I was scared because her fried hair, you know, and her face was a little creepy. But I'm here as a Meri fan, and so to all of you out there who are talking shit about Meri, mainly me. Fuck you, because you're wrong, okay? Because I'm a Meri girl this week. Next week, I'll probably hate her again.
Okay.
But this week, I'm here for Meri.
You love to flip-flop.
I do.
You're like Cody.
Yeah. Flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. I go back and forth all the time. It's something I'm best at.
Okay.
I'm a hypocrite, you know? I am a hypocrite. I'm a flip-flopper. I am probably a narcissist. I don't even know all the things I may be.
I'm curious what she did this week that made you love her so much.
Caitlin. Jen made me giggle. Jen made me not even like I wasn't laughing at Jen this time. I was laughing with Jen.
Really? Okay.
I was laughing with Meri, you know? Me and the girls were out on that porch.
I think you're pathetic. I don't think they were that funny.
Oh, here's the thing. We got Janelle back. And I'm like, we don't need you back. Listen, and is Janelle still my queen? Yes, but it was like, God, you bring nothing to this show.
Yeah, but she's kind of like a queen that doesn't need to be seen. You know?
Yeah, queen that doesn't need to be seen.
You just live your life, queen.
Yeah, and we know that you're there. We know you're happy.
I will say,
okay,
I'm not a flip-flopper, but I'm saying without the wedding talk, Christine didn't really bother me this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were into the ponytail braid.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay. Well, to me, you know what? I was trying to do a deep dive on this episode because I'm like, when was all of this filmed? Meri's obviously post-Ozempic.
Yes.
This is last week she was like pre-Ozempic. This week all of a sudden she's post-Ozempic.
You were so caught up. You're like, everybody looks so different. And you were like, those babies were babies last week, weren't they? I was like, not really. They were probably like a month younger.
Okay, but for a show that normally it's like we end an episode Monday at 12 p.m. It picks up the next day or Monday at 12:01 p.m. Like we've flown through time here. We really have.
We're kind of like, it's like each scene was like a month and then we're jumping ahead to the next month.
Yeah. Several months, I feel like. Like Christine's wedding and then it was like, let's just fucking fly forward. All of a sudden it's Valentine's Day at Christine's house. Meri, it's summertime. Like it's warm outside.
There's no way Parowan is not have snow on the ground,
right?
In January?
I don't know anything about
I feel
Parowan
like we're supposed
other than
to be in January.
The only thing I know about Parowan is that they do in fact have a Subway, Taco Bell, and a gas station.
And a pest control company.
Yes, obviously. Number one pest control because I am Jen's number one fan right now. I am Jen's pest control girly.
Oh, wow.
Hey, let me tell you why.
Okay. Well, I never like hate Jen. I do like her pettiness. And I do think the only hope for Meri having a podcast is if Jen is her co-host.
Yes.
Jen may bring some tea.
Okay.
She may push Meri to like get a little petty. And I'm here for that.
I am here
but
for that.
I don't know.
I'm here for the fact that Jen read that fucking email and she took notes. She took notes. And I'm here for that. I also felt like we didn't take any joke and just shove it down our ass. You know, like I felt like I was lubed up. We got in there a little bit, played around a bit, and then we came out. And it was fine.
Say, if we're going to talk about being on someone's side, I'm not on this person's side, but I will say Cody had the funniest line of the episode.
That is true. That is true. No, I'm never on his side.
I'm never on his side, but I will give him that credit for that.
That's fine.
Okay?
Yeah, you can give him that. That's allowed.
Okay.
I believe that's
okay.
allowed.
And no, yeah, Christine didn't bother me too much. I mean, I didn't really clock the ponytail braid too much.
You didn't.
No.
Well, let me
but
tell
I was
you
just
why.
like, when I'm not hearing about her getting married constantly, she's not so insufferable.
So I had to figure out if this was filmed December 2023, the conversation, or December 2024.
Okay.
It was 2023 because she has a tree in the same spot with a big round gold bulb in the same spot. In 2024, that bulb was not there. So I know that it was 2023, but in my deep dive, I don't really care for Christine on social media. The only brown I follow on social media is Meri. Why? I do not know.
You don't follow Janelle?
No.
You don't want to see that she's got a new color of the Teflon Queen shirt?
I did follow Janelle, and then I blocked her because I'd sent a message and I didn't want her to know it was me who sent it. And so then I didn't want her to find me. I could unblock her now, but I did follow Janelle.
Okay.
That's
There's a new color of the Teflon Queen shirt.
I saw. It's like a sage green.
Kind of a, like a mint a little bit.
I love a mint. Yeah.
So there's big things happening on Janelle's social media. I don't know why you're not following.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. But then when I was doing my deep dive into Christine's living room Christmas decor, I saw that you're not even going to believe this. Above the back door, above the windows, above like the eating area, there are.
I know. I've seen it.
You've seen?
I've seen it. Have you not seen it?
Because I don't follow her. You have seen all of those coffee mugs?
Yes.
Oh my God. And you're going to sit here and say like, she wasn't too bad.
Someone said she has something in common with Bronwyn's husband on Salt Lake.
Oh my God. That, and then during Christmas though, on those shelves, she put a bunch of Frosties.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes.
It was little stuffed animals of some sort. I think she has one of every family member.
Oh, Caitlin. Where's Cody's?
I don't know. Cody's is now a voodoo doll.
Oh, wow. I was disgusted by that.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I think McKelty should gift her like coffee signs from her house.
I think that McKelty should fuck off and stay out of our show.
I did hear that McKelty said her and Tony are going to be seen a lot less on the upcoming seasons.
Thank God.
Because now they live 4 hours away from the closest family member.
Perfect.
And I don't think they're good enough.
And she said that she is pretty sure they're getting season 20 and 21.
Yep.
Wow. You know what's going to be fun?
Someone said, no, this is so boring. I was like, you be quiet.
This is our livelihood, damn it. Shut your mouth.
Quiet. What do you mean you want it to go away? Don't you love to hate on it though?
It really is. That's all. Does anybody watch this in cheering?
It's not
for
like
the
we're
Browns?
like, oh my God. Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be so good tonight.
This was an episode where I didn't even get a half chub, but I felt like
it was a pretty good episode.
It's like my wiener right before I take a pee.
They had to make up for showing us 2 weeks of footage we've already seen of the wedding.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, talk money.
Please.
I'm in.
Thank you. Let's get into it. Season 19, episode 18. Money is the root of all evil.
I think Cody's the root of all evil, but
Kody is evil. But I will say something. Kody has done so many things to these women.
I know.
And it is not the worst thing he's ever done. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Let's go on down to Parowan, where, Jen and Meri are just always working. They're always working. Let's have a BFF chit chat. Let's sit out
on the porch in our rocking chairs. Jen has to say that.
Oh.
I just love sitting out on the porch with you.
She said, can you believe we're sitting out here on our front porch in our rocking chairs?
Robyn won't clock it though when she watches the episode.
No, but it's like, I appreciate that.
I know.
And it's hard for me to sit here and say like, I'm a Meri fan after I heard her say BFF chit chat. Like that's a tough sell for me, but I was like, you know what? We're going to get past it.
Or how about after she gave Zona a name card that says Meri's new BFF?
That was production.
That was her doing.
It was production.
She said she got to choose. They talked about that.
Oh.
They got to choose what they wanted under their name.
Okay. Well.
So they chose Zona's.
Okay.
Her and Jen came up with that.
Gotcha. Now, I do want to quickly, before I just need to rip into Meri a little bit before I start to be on her side. This top that she's wearing, I don't understand it because the sleeves look like she had been a dog groomer. It looked like it was covered in dog hair.
Covered in fur.
But it looked like white but Zona's brown. And so I was very confused. And then I realized that's the fabric choice. And then the green, yellow, and red smiley faces, I was like, oh, it's like a stoplight. But when you get to the back, it's all different colors of the rainbow.
It's a LuLaRoe top, right?
I think so.
Did you find it?
No,
Okay.
I didn't put
All
in
right.
that kind of effort. I was busy
And
looking
you're like,
at Christine's
is it a t-shirt
Christmas
over
decor.
a long sleeve? I'm like, no, they made it that way.
It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
It's terrible.
You know? So I just had to say that. Now we're finally introduced to Zona. Okay. This is the other woman in Meri's bed. And it's her new BFF. You know, she met her at the rescue. When she first saw her, she was so scared. I'm like, scared of you.
I still don't believe Meri to let dogs in her bed.
No. Oh, you're right.
Zona may be her best friend, her right-hand woman, but
Yeah.
she's not allowed in that bed.
Do you think she's her right-hand woman? You know, a little peanut butter?
I hope not. I did. It was just Meri's birthday.
Yeah.
And she spent her birthday going to go see Wicked with Tanner and Amber Malin.
Oh, Amber Malin.
Amber Malin. And I'm like, why is Tanner's wife never involved? This is so weird to me.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're going to a late night movie and it's just like Meri and Tanner.
And where does Tanner
Amber
live?
I don't know.
Does he live in Salt Lake? Is he in Parowan?
I don't know, but like, why is his wife?
Are people really
his wife
driving down
never-
to Parowan to hang out with Meri?
Right? It's like, what's Tanner wanting Meri?
Yeah.
I would love to believe they're secretly hooking up.
Caitlin. Please. Please.
Not for his wife's sake, but
That's not what I'm saying. His wife has bigger things to worry about.
I know what
That's
you're
what I'm going to say about that. Now, Meri did say that she would go into the rescue and just pet all the dogs because dogs need pets. I'm like, no, she didn't. There's no way in hell.
She did it one time, and this is when she got Zona.
Well, it's like she went, and then there was like some dogs came up to her, and she was like, "Get off me!" Like, you know, she kind of pushed them away and shit. And then she was like, "I'll take this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take this bitch."
I think she loves to think of herself as a dog lover,
Mm.
but she only likes her dog.
She doesn't even really love her dog because the dog gets fur on stuff.
Mhm.
That's a tough one for her.
Zona gets in trouble a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was shocked
Zona
to see
knows
that
mommy's scary
Zona's
voice.
a barker.
I know.
All right, now it's time for our Coyote Pass chit chat. Now Meri's like, I have been divorced for Cody for well over a year. So that's why I'm like, what's the timeline? This feels like it was filmed in summer 2024.
According to her Instagram, we're looking at her hair.
Yes.
It's late January, early February.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
It's January.
We
February.
just said though, where's the snow?
I know, but
It was warm outside. It wasn't even chilly.
Parowan's kind of a desert.
But it would be, if it's a desert, then it's cold. It wasn't.
You don't think
It
so?
was neither here nor there.
Okay. When
It
do you
was
think
in
it
the
was?
summer 2024.
June.
Sure.
Okay.
I pick a month.
Okay.
You pick a month. That's fine with me.
All right. We'll say
Maybe
it's
it was
June.
May.
Okay.
Maybe April, but it was not where everyone else's timeline was.
Okay.
She fucked around. Okay.
Well, they didn't want to go film her.
I know.
She just like kind of gets what they give her.
They're like, you
They're
got
like-
anything going on? She's like, me and Jen, we're planning to BFF chit chat.
They're like,
And
okay, we'll get to you in June when we need to see if we need more footage.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Meri's like, I sent this email to Cody, Robyn, and Janelle. And Janelle's like me, we're just like in the dark. No one's telling us everything. And Jen's like, well, I know a lot because the only one who has your back right now is Janelle. And when Cody sent that email and, he said he's been talking to the right people, and I'll let you know when this involves you. I was like, thank you, Jen.
Thanks for spelling it all out.
Because Meri wasn't going to let us know.
And I hope Jen told Meri, like, hey, you should listen to Janelle.
She did.
Because Meri did not think that Janelle had her finger on the pulse.
No, I think that after all is said and done, I think the reason that Meri and Janelle might get a little bit think about this. These women have hated each other for 30 plus years.
Right.
They have fought. They have they didn't even say hi to each other when they go
all
and take their
therapist
man.
Nancy needed to do was have them gang up on Cody together.
Yep. And I will say, there's nothing that bonds you together more with someone than hating someone else. It really is true. Like if you both hate someone, that's the
Cody's
best thing
bringing
you can
them
do.
together. Finally, they're getting along as sister.
So we're dealing with the Coyote Pass property. It has been quite a while since we've paid it off. And Cody's like, oh, these ex-wives of mine are asking me to do them a favor, but I'm tired and I'm busy. And I'm like, it's not a favor. They're owed their money. They are owed their money. I don't understand why you think this is a favor.
This is Cody's plan.
Yeah.
Okay. He wants them to hold on long enough, just like what he did with Meri.
Yep.
To be like, I don't even fucking care about the money anymore. I'm just leaving. Like he wants to be left with all the property.
They're going to say that.
Yes.
I thought you meant he's going to say that. I'm like,
No. He's just like, how long can I push him off
Yeah.
to where they forget about the money?
Well, here's the thing. We see them saying that they're going to put it up for sale, and it's not
still
for sale.
We've never seen it go for sale.
No.
Unless it's like an off-market deal.
But this needs to be on every market. Nobody's wanting to buy it.
Put it out there and say previously owned by celebrities.
Previously owned by a celebrity. You're going to want to come here.
Prairie dog STDs and all.
So Jen refers Meri to an attorney. Meri's like, yeah, we're all ready to go. I'm just kind of, waiting on that and see where we're going to go with it.
Okay, one thing though is like Jen and Meri could have gone in. I mean, not Janelle and Meri could have gone in on a lawyer together. Yeah. Save some money, but they still aren't that close.
No. We're not going to cross lines like that. No. That's too much. We're not going to share a kitchen. We're not going to bump hips.
We're not going to share an attorney.
Absolutely.
Even though we could have saved ourselves some money.
We're not doing that. Absolutely. Well, because when it comes down to it, Janelle will
screw Meri
if
she's like, I gave you a heads up.
If need be, she's like, I will screw Meri as well. Okay. Whatever it is to get me the most amount of land, I'll do what I got to do. Okay. But Meri does say, Janelle was right. Janelle did know, she was warning me. Yeah. And I didn't think I needed warning, I
didn't think Kody and Robyn would screw me over. They haven't done that for the last 10 years.
Here you are, just soaring your ass, no lube. You got screwed over. And then I love when Meri's like, Kody just makes all this legal shit up and I'm too stupid to know. And that was me. In a moment, I was like, I feel that. People could tell me shit and I'm like, oh my God, that is so true.
I think Kody, though, he did this for everything.
Yeah.
He always talked above them, made no sense, so that they were just like, okay, he must know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And it's like, how long did it take him to catch on?
I don't know, but I'm here for.
They're finally here.
She's like, so I don't know if it's true or not. He said something about like a 1 kid law. So if you only give a polygamous family 1 kid, you only get 2 acres of land or something. I don't know. He said it's a law, So I took him at his word for that.
It's like, you should know that he's lying.
Okay, I want to understand in Kody's mind, why is it that Meri only gets 2 acres? I understood when we were all going to live there and it was like, well, Meri, your house is probably going to be a little bit smaller than the other houses. Yeah. But all the properties, everybody's.
Well, he kept saying, like, when they had the whole property, it was like, this is going to be passed down to our kids.
Right.
This is going to be a place, but it's like, the kids never said they wanted to come back here.
No,
this was never anyone else's plan but Kody. And I feel like he just used that so that he could say, I own everything because all the kids are mine.
Gotcha.
It was just another manipulation tactic.
Okay.
None of the kids were going to live there. No one was even going to come visit.
But I'm just saying, maybe when they were all living there because we're all together, having a smaller lot, whatever. But it's like now in this moment where it's like, we're trying to get our money out of this land. Don't tell me I'm only getting 2 acres.
And as Jen says, Meri put in just as much as everybody. And now we basically learned Meri put in more than anybody the whole time and never got any return on her investment.
I was so happy to hear this. To find out that Meri's like, I contributed to the other kids' school, their cars, their dentist appointments, their braces, their,
everything.
Every single thing that they did.
And I wasn't allowed to take out of the family pot for my child.
No.
I was like, what were you doing?
Now, I don't know if this is fully true.
Okay.
Because what Meri does say, though, is like, I paid for Leon's school myself. But that doesn't seem like it's the whole truth. Because I thought that Leon had gotten some sort of ambassador situation.
Like an influencer for Westminster?
Exactly.
Okay.
Great. Something like that.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't know if we got the full.
But Meri probably
story.
thought I'm entitled to that money whether Leon used it or not.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
We all get this amount.
Yeah. So, But Meri contributes to the family and stuff and feels like, I don't get anything. And that's when Kody's like, oh, you know what? This was so long ago. It's water under the bridge. I don't even want to talk about it now, which is something he says whenever he knows he's wrong. And he's like, that's stupid.
It's water under the bridge. I'm not going to talk about it because it's true.
But you know what? Meri, of course, got her fucking wet bar.
The best line of the
entire episode. Maybe of the entire series is bringing up that damn wet bar again.
I love any references to the wet bar.
Meri will never, ever get away from a wet bar.
No.
I hope that at Lizzie's during her renovation, she adds a wet bar.
I hope so too. She basically added a wet bar to the carriage house.
It's like, that is true. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
we have the island,
but it was
right
more for just folding her little.
Yeah, that's okay.
Shit. But
we didn't use the wet bar as a bar in the Vegas
It was
house.
never wet.
It was the craft.
It was never wet at Meri's.
Nothing was wet at Meri's.
It was a dry bar. Okay, it was very, very dry over at Meri's.
Meri's like, so what if I wanted a wet bar? I paid for that house by myself.
I know, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And again, I've never been on Meri's side about the wet bar, but in this moment, sure, I'll go with you.
Do you think, okay, because Meri basically made it sound like I contributed money to the family pot. I paid my own mortgage. Do you think she never got anything? Did other people get to pay their mortgage out of the family pot?
I don't. It's all seems screwy, Louie.
If that's true,
yeah.
I'm just thinking, Meri, even more reason why did you stay? You didn't get any love. Cody ignored you. You paid all your own bills, but gave them money.
Here it comes. She's pathetic. That's why, because she's pathetic. And I'm sorry that I had to come here. I'm sorry I had to say it, but when you put it like that, it's like, yeah, why were you still there, you dumbass? Why are you so pathetic?
It was on her list. Give money to the family and stay quiet and pay your own bills.
Yeah. So I'm just going to pretend that you didn't say that because that's...
Because you want to be on Meri's side this time.
Yes. And then Meri's like, I left that marriage. Meri was the only one legally married. It's like, I didn't get any alimony or child support. And I'm not looking for that. Okay. But I think that the money I put into the land, I should at least be able to get that back. Kind of my own fair share of that.
Cody's like, no, I don't think so. That was part of the list.
Here's what's the crazy part. They are assuming that the land has appreciated in value since they bought it. I don't know if that's true.
We should have contacted a land appraiser.
Well, we have contacted many, a surveyor, an appraiser, a cistern. Maybe they're like, well, we added the cistern. That has added so much value to this land.
I saw someone say the other day.
Yeah.
We had all this land, but we didn't even know how we were going to split it up. But yet we buried this big cistern.
Yes. Wouldn't
that make more sense to know where we're going to put the houses, all that before we do that? And I was like, that's so Brown family of them.
Yes.
To have no plan, but decide to go ahead with something that.
Well, I think Cody was like, there's a deal on cisterns right now.
They're probably going to have to move it.
Probably.
Their mission statement for the Brown family should have been something about just go ahead and do something and then have no plan after it.
I like that.
And then don't finish it.
Okay, you're really throwing, stones in glass houses because
I am. That's also my family mission statement. But I would never get to putting the cistern down,
Okay, I know I started this episode saying that I'm a Meri fan, but I'm kind of going back now because you're right. She is pathetic. And then when Jen was like, Meri, you've always been so gentle. It's time to be a cactus. Be pokey.
Okay. And that's where I'm like, okay, Jen, I try to be on your side. Right. I would much rather hang out with you than Amber Malin and her mom.
Yeah.
But don't say be a cactus and be pokey. I hate her little.
I already know. It's going on a blouse.
Oh, it's going on a wood sign.
I think that Meri's going to sell shirts. She sees Janelle says, so she's going to sell a shirt with a cactus. And it's like, be a cactus, be pokey.
I don't think she can. If she's still in the LuLaRoe biz, I don't think she's allowed to have a compete.
Well, then Jen will sell it.
Oh, you're right. Jen's going to open Jen Says.
Yes. Jen says, Janelle says, Jesus says, and we're going to be selling that as a shirt.
I'm surprised they have.
Or when you go to Lizzie's, you can buy it in person.
I hope Cody opens his own shop sometimes.
Cody says.
Cody says.
So then Jen says, she's like, Meri, the way that you grew up and everything, you were really taught to keep sweet. Is essentially what she says. And I was like,
and let a man be in charge. And Meri's like, but that's what I wanted. I do want a man in charge.
But I was like, that's a reference to Warren Jeffs.
I know.
That's not and good. We have spent so much time trying to separate ourselves from Warren Jeffs to come in and be like, you were always kind of keeping sweet. Yikes.
But then she says, Cody was never really like that. But I wanted a man like that. And I was like, why?
Because she's pathetic.
She's like, I wanted a man who would take care of me in the bedroom too. And didn't.
I think what she meant was I wanted a man who would at least lick my puss once, take care of me.
I think it was a reference to getting taken care of.
Or an orgasm, maybe once every 5 years, next time Haley's Comet comes around, maybe I could orgasm. She
would have taken that too, which is the sad part.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, every 2 years we can have sex. That's better than what I've got now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
It's better than never in 10 years.
And she's like, will you go long enough for me to finish? And he said, absolutely not.
He's like, you can finish on your own.
Yeah. You can take Janelle's plug-in vibrator and you can just take care of that yourself. All right. That is not a man's job.
She's like, okay, I'm a get her done kind of girl. I don't need you to finish the job.
So then Jen's like, you know what, Meri? I'll be your squeaky wheel. Okay. I'm going to get you your grease, baby. And that was a funny moment because she's like, grease, lubricant. Let's talk about your love life.
She's like, we're going to get you laid, baby.
We're going to get you fucked, Meri. You are going to be just walking out of here sideways. You're going to be walking like you've been riding a horse for 10 years.
I would love. Okay, Meri, if she's needs ideas for her podcast.
Yeah.
Tell us about all your dates.
Here's the thing. Here's
don't
what I'm
like
going to say is, when Meri said, like, I'm looking for an older gentle sir and maybe 60 to 65, she's never going to get that dickin' she wanted.
I know.
Because I think even at that age, like, if it does get hard, I don't know how hard.
Well, I just feel like
maybe that actually helps you last longer. It doesn't get as hard, but
I was just like, why aren't we looking closer to your age? Why do we want to go up so far?
Well, because I think she wants a father to take care of her.
She wants a man to protect her.
She wants a man to protect her. Maybe she's like, I don't want to spend forever with them.
Maybe.
They'll die soon.
She's like, I want a companionship for a while, but I don't want to be stuck.
I don't want to be stuck forever. Yeah, no.
Maybe.
So we'll get back to her dating life. Let's go over to Coyote Pass, where we meet one Justin Beamish, a real estate agent to the stars.
Number one real estate team in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Oh, is that what they say?
Yes, he is.
That's the word on the street.
Word on the street.
Word out in the
Word on
trees.
his Instagram.
According to him.
I don't know who puts out the chart, but he is number one.
Yeah. Well, it's like number one team in Flagstaff, but there's probably also like number one team
for Northern Arizona.
Yeah. There's all different kinds.
Yeah.
They got a way to work around it. But this is the same man who listed their Robyn's house.
I believe this is also shot in like I feel like this is like current day.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't think this was in 2023.
No, I don't think so.
And I think
either.
that's why we haven't seen the plots listed yet, because it's coming.
Right.
That's. I think they needed this for the storyline, so we just did it.
Now I gotta say, Justin is a man who deserves many an accolades because number one, he's a salesman. When Cody's like, look at my view, man. And Justin's like, oh, I was staring at it the whole way in. That's a lie, because when you drive to Coyote Pass, that view is behind you the entire time. You're never once looking at it.
He was looking at his rear view.
You're never once looking.
Justin Beamish is who Cody Brown thinks he is.
Yes. But let me tell you, at the beginning of the episode, I said that Cody has done a lot of bad things to these women.
Yeah.
But to be Justin, a man who has no idea what the show is about, a man who's like not at all interested in any of this, other than maybe getting some traction for the number one sales team.
Are you sure? I think he's into it. I think you're reading Justin Beamish wrong.
I don't.
Justin Beamish loves fame.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe, but he didn't know Sister Wives.
No, but he's now telling everyone he sold the house from Sister
I
Wives.
will tell you this, though. His wife got him that shirt for this. He didn't have that shirt before.
No, you don't think so?
No, okay. I do not believe it.
You're going to be on TV.
I went to his Instagram. He's not usually wearing blouses like that. So I think that was a new.
He also has a podcast.
Oh, my God. What is it?
Real estate podcast.
Oh, real estate.
Real estate.
Real estate. Come here if y'all learn about real estate.
Number one podcast in Northern Arizona.
This is. You're on one today. Oh, killing it.
I'm telling you, Justin loves the fame.
Justin's like, I meet this guy. He comes in. He's walking like he's got a stick up his ass. He's got this frizzy hair. And I'm like, who the fuck is this motherfucker?
I was like, finally, someone called Cody out for his hair.
I'll tell you right now.
His frizzy hair.
Justin lost this dill as soon as Cody saw this.
Yeah.
When he referred to his hair as frizzy,
Justin is fired on Monday.
You're part of the rumor mill too. Let me guess. Christine hired you as well.
Don't you dare talk about my hair.
To say my hair is frizzy. Yeah. Fuck you. Dill is done.
Yeah.
You're not getting this
Justin's
dill.
lucky the house sold before he saw it.
Yeah. Now it's like
you don't get the land sale, Justin.
I guarantee you when we see Coyote Pass go up.
I know it's not Justin's
team.
It's not the Beamish team.
No, it's not Beamish and Butthead. Absolutely not. They're not the ones selling this shit. But here's what I love so much is he's like, all right, so let's check out the land, dude. And he's like, Cody's like, all right, man, listen, the land here is beautiful. You see the view. Now, this was the view. Sit down. Let me tell you a story. This is a view that my family, when we first came here from Las Vegas, I sold them on this. We heard angels singing, And now my family, when we got here, we started to fall apart, and it started with my wife, Christine. And it's like the entire time they're going around Coyote Pass, Cody's just like telling more, like
he's like reminiscing about what could have been.
It is just like these are my war stories.
And Justin's like, "Yep, are we gonna wrap this up here soon?"
He's like, "Dude, I have another fucking appointment." He's like, "Oh, I have you for the next 6 hours."
Oh my God, Cody does not stop texting. Hey, who wants to buy my land? Did you tell him it's a celebrity?
Celebrity-owned fish.
I feel like Cody would be the worst client.
Yeah,
and that like their house that needed so much work, he was like, do they not know who lived here?
Yeah.
They can do the work after we leave.
And then he's like,
It's not about that. It's about the celebrity
Cody's
status.
like, I will say that there is some stuff that needs to be picked up here. There's this trailer. And he's like, oh, yeah, a trailer. That's probably fine. He's like, well, let me tell you about this trailer. This was the trailer I used for my wife to get her water to and from when she lived in an RV out here.
Let me tell you, bad idea to have one of your wives living in a trailer, especially with dogs.
Especially with dogs.
I fucking hate dogs.
Fucking hate dogs.
There's nothing more telling than the fact that Kody and Robyn hate dogs.
Oh, I know.
You know?
At least, I mean, Meri hates them, but she gets them.
Yeah, she always has one at least.
And then he's like, okay, cool. So yeah, how big is the acreage? He's like, we're not there yet.
Let me tell you some more stories about
Let me tell you some more. He's like, okay, and what's that shit over there? He's like, those are failed businesses I had. No, I kind of had to mothball those.
Is
what
that
the fuck
a trailer?
is mothballing a business? You know?
Throw it in a trailer and shut the door.
I guess mothball that up.
So is that a trailer full of my sister wife's closet? Because I think I need to go.
We're going to go steal that trailer. We're going to be able to sell that. It's honestly, that whole trailer is worth about $6.
It is.
You know?
But now that I know that there's my sister wife's closet merch in that trailer.
Yeah, a couple failed businesses.
What other failed businesses did he have?
Is it just full of guns or
I
what?
don't know. Is the Fajita Cantina sign in there?
Stop it. If that's out
Is the
there,
mission statement in there?
Stop it.
I don't
That's
know.
a failed business. This family
This
was a
family's
failed business. Also, for Kody to sit there and say that Janelle was just after his 6-pack abs, where are they?
Why does he walk like he's like
He's
so
got to stick
full?
up his ass.
He thinks he's got so much muscle that he's got to keep his arms
I was
out.
just like, sir, yeah, you have an okay body, but like your shirt's really tight. And I'm telling you right now, there's no abs under that.
I know.
There's no abs under that.
I feel like he's been working out, so he thinks he looks really good.
Yeah.
But it's like, you should just size up on the shirt and then we wouldn't know.
And his jeans were so tight, and he's put something in there to make it look like it was his bulge, but you could tell it was in his pocket. I'm like, your dick doesn't go
Cody's
over
skinny
that
jeans
far.
are out.
Yeah, they're roll tight. roll.
He's like,
tight.
yeah, me and Justin Bemis were both hot guys.
Yeah. So Justin's like, all right, well, like, how is this owned? He's like, oh, sit down. Let me tell you. I got 4 partners on this, all right, including myself. I got 2 ex-wives, and it's, listen, I hate to take up too much time and tell you something personal, but it's not the most civil of relationships, they're fucking bitches, okay? And so anyways, we talk to the public. In the business we're in, we talk to the public. And then the public comes and talks to me. And then, they're talking about me all the time. And I don't want to say anything bad about these heifers.
Let me also tell you, my kids,
they're
starting the fucking rumors.
Listen,
got kids, Justin?
Grab
Listen
a
up.
camping chair.
Listen up. Don't trust them.
Grab a fucking camping chair, Justin, because I'm going to tell you about some fucking kids. Let's start with my oldest and work our way down.
Let me just tell them, put your little kids in their place now, okay?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You need to be the head of your household.
He's like, you want to join the manosphere?
And then I love
my
too, Cody's like, because it's not a great relationship with these ex-heifers of mine, when you get an offer, all right, I'm going to email it to them to get their permission, wink, wink. They think I need their permission, but I don't, because my name's on everything. All right, that's basically how it's going to go. Okay.
And they're both like, we've lawyered the fuck
And
up
Justin's
now.
like, dude, I don't fucking care. I thought I was just going to get #1 real estate, put somewhere
I
on
really
here.
just want this for my Instagram.
And yeah, I'm not really about that. And then Cody's like, yeah, Janelle wants me to buy her out, but I don't have that kind of money. How much do we really think they're going to get from Coyote Pass? Like, what is Janelle's portion?
I don't know what they bought it for.
Do
we know what they bought it for?
No.
The whole thing? Okay. We could
I know
probably
we
find
looked
out.
it up at one point, but do I remember?
Was it around $1 million?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, let's say it's $1 million.
Okay.
What's $1 million divided by 4? 250?
Yeah.
Okay. 250,000. Let's say it appreciated by $1. So everyone gets $250,000, 25
But we've
cents.
also paid on it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like,
I don't think we're making much money off
I
of
will
it.
say this though. You're telling me 19
I think their money's
years,
just tied up in it. It's like, we're not making money, but I need that money back to live.
19 years on this show, and Cody doesn't have some sort of liquid asset that he could get and pay Janelle off.
Cody doesn't have any money. I would be willing to bet he also doesn't have any investments. This show, if it goes down, he is going to have no money.
Oh.
Well,
he bought that new house when he
Nothing.
heard 20 and 21 were happening.
I feel like Christine hinted at this being all Cody's money when she said something about, I want a side hustle because things don't last forever. I don't want to just be someone who just thinks like I'm going to have this. You know what I mean? I feel like she was hinting at like Kody and Robyn live off this show, but it's not going to last forever and they're going to be shit out of luck.
I just have to say, the Airbnb in Moab.
It's not making too much.
Girl, you better, I hope you got another side biz.
It's one more liquid asset than Kody has.
Thank God you've got Plexus. That's what I'll say about that, you know? And Cody's like, oh, these women are nagging me. They were total nags before, and now I got ex-wives nagging me. You know what I mean? Justin Beamish and Butthead. You know what I mean? These women fucking
he's
suck.
like, women, right, Justin? And he's like, yeah. So the property lines, are they like, do they go from here to here? And he's like, oh, we'll get there. Don't worry. Let's go walk the property.
All these women care about is money, 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 money. Like, okay, sorry that maybe you guys broke my heart out here.
The best part is he thinks all they care about is money. All he cares about is he's trying to keep this money from them.
He's like, I can't lose this money.
I want all the money.
Yeah.
Why do you guys want money? Give it to me.
I appreciated when Meri was like, Kody said he never loved me, was never, attracted to me. So I think anything I would say would be nagging at this point. I could call and say happy birthday. Meri, why are you nagging me?
But remember, I never want to say a bad word about Meri again.
Never again. Never again. So anyways, Justin's like, okay, so like, how big is the property? And he's like, well, it's 14 acres. 14 acres of where our dreams died. This was going to be our special place, Justin. Fucking, hey, come on. Please, like, let's wrap this up. He's like, let me tell you, if I won the lottery, maybe I'd keep a lot. But then, you know what? Actually, no, because I'd have to get over the hurt in my heart, Justin. This place is a heartbreak place for me. It's a heartbreak place for me, Justin. Can you hold me for a minute? Can you hold me for a minute, Justin? Like, what the fuck? But here's the thing. I'm a real estate agent. This is me striking gold. To have a client just tell me all their family shit, oh, I'd be fulfilled.
You're like, do you want me to hold you while you cry?
I'll hold you. Yeah, come on here in my little bosom. Absolutely. So Cody's like, all right, you want to walk the property? And he's like, oh, for fuck's sake, yes, let's do it. Let's go walking. Okay. We get a new confessional from Robyn. And she's back to being real mopey. She's got a black shirt on. She's very mopey.
She's at the family's funeral.
Family funeral, because this is the last thing that connects all them together. It's Coyote Pass.
Just want to sit out here and hear the angels sing.
God. Then Robyn comes in and she says it irritates her that the last couple of years have changed the last 30 years. Bitch, get in fucking line right now, because you have not been here
for 30 years.
You have not been here for 30 years. You know what? Your ass came in here and you changed 30 years, bitch. That's the problem.
You ruined the family.
You ruined this fucking family. So to sit here and be like, oh, these people are all ruining my 30 years of work. What? You're not a part of this group project. All right. You came in last minute.
You weren't here when you were 5.
No, get the fuck out of here. Like, how does she sit there and say that?
She's so delusional.
She is.
Yeah, I feel like she's like, this family was so great when we first started. I remember being at Meri's wedding. It's like, what?
No, you were not there.
You weren't there.
You were a flower girl. Honestly, I don't even know if you were alive yet. Meri was 18. And she's like, once upon a time, this family had trust and connection, and just it's crazy.
Until you came.
It's crazy how it just went. I'm like, that was you. That explosion was you.
You came in.
Okay. And then you had a bunch of aftershocks as well. And that's what continued to have the family fall apart. You ruined this family, Robyn. You ruined 30 years of a family. I just feel like she's just trying to rewrite history on us. I think she's like, you know what? I was here.
I believe her and Cody sit around and just like rewrite everything. He's like, do you remember when this happened? And she's like, yeah. And then they did this. And it's like,
well, she rewrote history when she put Cody's face on a picture with her children.
She did.
So
I'm still waiting for Christine to redo that portrait with David.
Me too. That would be great. But it's like, she rewrote history then. She's rewriting history now. She has not been a part of this family for 30 years. She came in and ruined this family. Okay?
She is the Brown family cold sore.
She is the Brown family cold sore. That is absolutely true. All right, let's go. We have a little Zoom date with Janelle, Christine, and Maddie. And I thought,
they're like, we can't get this family together to film anymore. So we're just going to do it over Zoom.
We don't need this. We really didn't need this scene at all. And so Janelle's excited because she's got something really exciting to tell Christine and Cody. Oh, old habit. That was a gaffe. That was a moment where they were like, can you do this? And she was like, all right. And they're like, we need you to sell it. She was like, okay.
I'll try my best.
I'll try my best. I'm so excited. I got to go tell Cody and Christine. Oh my goodness. Old habits. Shut the fuck up. That was not an old habit. You've never been excited to tell Cody anything. You know?
You never even say Cody's name anymore. You forgot it.
You forgot Cody's name. So like, get over this. But she's like, okay, Christine, we have put in an offer on 165 acres. We are going to be flower farmers. It's actually a very big business in North Carolina. Okay. And they're both like, oh, it's much better than we were going to have at Coyote Pass.
Oh yeah. She was just going to have a couple of greenhouses out there. Not 165 acres is a lot.
Caitlin.
That's a lot for Janelle to do.
To buy 165 acres and then to read through Janelle's business plan. I got a copy of it.
You did?
Oh yeah. I got a copy of her business plan. It says, so the vision is people and flowers, but hold on. It's going to be a place where people can come to see flowers. And then the flowers will see the people, and there's going to be places where they can gather with people and flowers. The way that she sat there and sold that to us, like, this is your fucking business.
You know what they want to do? Because when Maddie got married in the old episode,
yes,
they went to that place that was like, had a couple treehouse cabin.
Yes.
You could get married there. They also could fish there.
Yes.
Things like that. Janelle thought that place was so cool.
Yeah.
Forever she's been dreaming about doing her own thing like that. So she's like, maybe we'll have a couple of places people can, rent out, stay on the property, host events. Maybe Meri could do her symposium there.
Okay, I don't think you're understanding though.
It's flowers.
It's flowers, and we see people. And it's like when you bring those together, I'm like, this is worse than your Shark Tank pitch of My Sister Wife's Closet.
The dream is a pick your own flower field so that they don't have to do any work.
Right. Yes. And I'm like, girl, like 165 acres and your business plan is people
and flowers. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say there's never going to be another building built on that land. We're never going to get there.
I don't even think like.
Are we even going to get to pick your own flower?
You know what? Play the clip of Janelle where she's raking the yard again with the fucking dogs. Like that's Janelle out on those 165 acres.
Is it?
She's moving dirt from one spot to another.
Do you know? Is it like currently
I don't
a flower
know
farm?
shit.
I don't know.
No,
shit about
I don't
it either.
think so.
Like, did they buy it from someone and it's already a flower
No,
farm?
from what people have said, it's like sacred land and they can't do anything with it. They bought it and they're like, oh shit, okay.
And Maddie and Caleb are building a house. Do we think the house is on the land?
Maybe.
Are we all moving to the land?
Maybe.
Okay, I guess there will be one structure.
There will be one person there. There will be a people
there'll be
and a flower.
And a flower bed. A small little flower bed.
I don't even know if we're going to... I think, honestly, we're just going to go to Trader Joe's and get ourselves some flowers. That's about the extent of the flower farm.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Janelle loves to say I'm a businesswoman. I think about business. And to sit there and say that you bought 165 acres of land and the vision is people? Flowers, and people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next t-shirt idea for Tata Farms.
Oh, people.
Flowers are better than people.
No, because she wants the people.
Flowers and people.
Yes, just flowers and people because that's what it is.
Flowers and people and flowers.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm going to copyright it.
She's so stupid. I know that I say
like,
she's our Christine.
All of our dreams are coming true. You've always wanted land, and I've always wanted an Airbnb.
Oh, in Moab. I actually... Because Christine's a tofu girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. She never even knew what Moab was. And now she's like, I love
She actually
Moab.
thought when she saw it on a map, she was like, what's Moab? What's Moab? I've never been to Moab. And then David comes into her life and he loves Moab. And she's like, oh my God, actually, I love Moab so much.
She like lived in Salt Lake her whole life and she'd never been
to Moab. She had never been to Moab before. Now it's her whole identity. She's like, oh my God, the red sand, the red rocks. I love when you get your red rocket inside of me at the red rocks. It's just so cool. It's so cool. I love it so much in Moab. But yeah, they bought a fucking Airbnb.
Now, do you think they bought it or she bought it? The way she talked about it, she kind of acted like I put my money into this.
I think that they bought it, but when she said all that, like she means that she did it all on her own.
Okay.
Like
he trusted her to pick the
she
house
went
out.
on Zillow.com. So she's in her Oval Office. Okay. She moves her solitaire to the side.
Okay.
She goes to Zillow.com.
Christine does not play solitaire. Are you kidding me?
That's true.
Too hard for
she
her.
plays Candy Crush on the computer. Yeah. She can't do it on her phone. It's too tricky. So she goes to Zillow.com, types in Moab, and then looks, and she's like, there's houses for sale in Moab.
She goes, they have a jacuzzi. Done deal.
Done deal. This is a done deal, David. And he's like, okay,
whatever you think, princess. I trust you, my love.
I trust you so much, my love. And so she went down there and said, I love it. We're going to get it. So when she says she did it on her own, I think that's what she means. But I think that their money went into it together.
Okay. So he owns it too. She just was able to choose it.
Yes.
Okay.
And she did it all on her own with Zillow.com.
Because he couldn't make it down. Drywalling.
Busy
drywalling.
Busy drywalling. He's got 40 years experience.
He can do anything you want.
Anything. If you don't
He'll
like
make it any way he want it.
You want it? You
want it? David's got it.
Oh, yeah. I like it. I see it. I want it. I get it. Oh, I fucked it all up.
Okay.
Sorry, Ariana. Sorry about that. Oh, my God. So, yeah. And of course, it's like 2 weeks after she decided that she wants an Airbnb in Moab. She then goes and buys a place.
I thought it was going to be, like 6 months or so. Like with Cody, it always took for fucking ever to do anything we wanted to do. But David, he was like, sure, do it now.
But here's
find the first thing. But I was like, okay, but maybe,
did we look at the market?
I was going to say, but maybe we need a little bit more Cody in us. Like we don't just find the first house that's available and just get it.
Did she pay attention to the fact that every unit in that neighborhood was for sale? Did she pay attention to the fact that like everyone there was like foreclosed because they couldn't pay their bills?
Did she pay over market for it? Probably.
Yes. Yeah. I love that you did this on your own, even if you did it terribly. I'm proud of you. It's very, very proud of you.
Good work, girl.
For sure. So anyways, Janelle's like, we're moving on. Christine's like, we're making all of our dreams come true. And then Janelle's like, yeah, but David, you're a lot more fun than Cody. Wow.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Knife to the
Maddie
kidneys.
knew in that moment, like, oh, fuck.
You saw Maddie's face. She was like, love that, Mom. Good job.
Good
job.
That's not going to go over well.
Us.
Not going to go over well. So then Christine and David start packing up for Moab. And of course, they make us watch them do their kiss again at the wedding.
Such a good kisser.
It would not be a scene if we did not see them doing that. It's disgusting. So Christine's like, Cody was in charge of finances before, and it was either his way or the highway. And if we didn't agree with him, what he would do is he would just talk and talk and talk.
She's like,
and
talk at nauseum until he just gave in. And
so
then
we were
like,
worn down so much that we were like, never mind, just fucking do it.
She's like, and if we wanted to do something on our own, like a family business, we had to just prove over and over again why it would be good, but then we couldn't use the family finances. But weird, Robyn could do it for my sister wife's closet.
And this is why I think Cody loves Robyn, is because he doesn't have to talk and talk and talk. She's so dumb. The first time she's like, that sounds like a good idea, Cody. I don't know what that voice was, but it is what it is. But did anybody else catch Janelle saying, she says, in other more orthodox cults?
Yes. I clocked her saying cults. I was like,
but she could say in some cults, but like she said in other more orthodox, almost like she's saying like we were in a cult.
That's what I thought she was saying.
Like, I don't know if it's a Freudian slip.
I don't know.
But
I thought she was saying in other cults, women don't have choice. In our cult, we had a little bit.
We had a little bit of a choice.
Not that much.
And I'm here with nothing to show for it. But I had an option. I had a choice here and there. Every now and then I could pick my dinner.
Yeah.
I could pick which hungry meal I was going to throw in the microwave that night, But she said that. And I'm like, I think she's starting to realize, like, yeah, we were in a cult.
Well, and she was the most.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she's the one who was like, oh, I still believe in the faith. I still have my calling to the faith. But
because we know Christine like left for good.
Yes.
Mary's basically saying, I don't believe in it, but I still need to go to
Christine, I think, is now a witch. I think she's gone so far the other way that she's like, she practices spells.
She has like no religion left.
No.
Yeah. But Janelle always seemed like she still did, which was surprising because she didn't start out that way.
Right.
She converted.
Right.
Yeah.
But
so I don't know. I guess it's a cult now.
Of course, McConey have to show up. McKelty and Tony.
McConey.
And it's like, I just, every time I see them now, it's like, you're really going to say that you didn't do Ozempic?
There are different people.
That we've seen McKelty grow up.
And good for them. There's no shame in it.
I'm on Ozempic.
They look great.
Like,
but don't say it's your Plexus drink.
Don't
You've been selling
fucking lie
Plexus
to
for
us.
years, and now you just look this good.
Yeah, same with Meri, where she was like, "Oh, I'm walking Zona."
You always walked,
bitch.
What? Now you're power walking?
Well, yeah, Parowan. You're getting all your miles and steps in Parowan.
It's way more hilly. What?
What? Like, that's a lie. You're just say if you're on it.
Just own it,
or just don't say it's anything. Just stay quiet.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, McConey. You both are on the Ozempic, and then Peyton's there too, which. I know Christine was like, he's big and he can move stuff.
I need him here.
And David was like, do we have to? Not really like him too much.
Do you think there's any kids that David's like, yeah, they're annoying?
Peyton for sure.
Okay.
Gwen for sure.
Okay.
McKelty for sure.
But I mean, some of his kids.
Truly for sure. Does she have any more kids? Not Aspen.
No. Not Aspen.
Jezebel.
He's fine with her.
Yeah, but he's always just like, why does she keep repeating herself? You know, people said it's called something like ecophilia, or something. Who knows what it is? But I think he thinks they're all annoying.
Okay,
and I think he honestly probably thinks his kids are annoying too.
Okay,
I think he's just like, I'm fucking.
He's like, love them, but they're annoying.
Yeah, you can love them, but you realize that they're all annoying, you know? So Christine's like, they come over to help her pack up and they're like, you know, we have a lot of experience moving. She's like, this is not a move. This is a business opportunity. Okay.
We're not packing up our whole lives. We're not moving. We're not fleeing.
We don't need to make reference to the 10 or 11 times that we've put stuff in a trailer, out of a trailer, in a trailer, out of a trailer, in a trailer, out of a trailer.
Where is Meri when I need her?
Oh, right. It's like, you should have invited her to your wedding, bitch. Because her wedding gift to you could have been one free move, you know, but you didn't.
So she should gift everybody
one free move.
One free move. No money out of her pocket.
Nope. And she loves to travel. You know, she loves to travel so much.
Her and Zona could road trip to you.
Oh, perfect.
Load a few boxes.
Yep. That would be a great gift. If Mary's listening, stop gifting people your LuLaRoe shit. Okay. Stop gifting Mel Robbins' book to people. What we want is for you to move. Us.
Janelle posted on Instagram the other day. I think she was reading a Mel Robbins book.
Oh, of course.
And I was like, oh, now her and Meri are talking and she's joined the Worthy Up.
Well, I think Meri probably sent it to her.
Probably.
She was like, okay, I
we're
love
friends
this.
again. Remember when Nancy wanted us to listen to Brene Brown?
Yeah, she's like, we never got to it, but now we can do Mel Robbins from a distance. Yeah. Then we go into Christine and David's Oval Office. And to know that David has a massage chair, I already knew it. I already knew that. When I saw that man's pants around his mid butt crack, I knew he had a massage chair. He's got a bad
back. He throws it out so easily.
To have, and the office is the first thing you see when you walk in the door. So you see that freaking Star Wars spaceship seat in the front room. Like the massage chairs are the ugliest thing of all time.
I was glad to see that Truly got the gun safe finally out of her room.
Yes, I was happy to see that. I was happy for Truly.
It found a new spot.
Thank goodness. Also, it's like, what is
what's in there?
That's a big ass safe. How do you get that safe in and out?
When I see that, I'm like, that's what the vault looks like at the bank.
Even Meri is like, I can't move that.
No.
You know?
She's like, I can't put that on my back.
No, you're going to have to get a team for that. All right? That's more than just my dolly and my back. All right? I'm going to have to do, we're going to have to get some people on that. But it's a big ass gun safe.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just a safe. I don't know. Maybe they put more than just guns in it.
Oh, well, like what? Honestly, is that Truly's room? It's so big.
I don't know.
Truly's no longer got it in her room, but
like,
Truly's
room
I live
is it? In the safe?
Yeah.
It's a secret room. It's the panic room.
It's all black. I love it. It's nothing better than
If Cody shows up, everyone get in the safe.
Watching David and Christine at their computers. Christine's playing work. And you know, she's just like tap typing away. She's doing her Neopets or checking her
Do you think Christine sends like invoices for the drywall company now?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think David's like, no.
He's like, I have a bookkeeper. I don't need you.
You can't be doing that. Sorry about that. So she's tap typing away. And then she's like, oh, I forgot. Let me get the file out of my briefcase. Walks over, grabs her little briefcase, and it's like like a magazine. It's a poster from Truly's school, and then she's like, the file I was looking for, perfect, right here. Oh, let me file this away in my filing cabinet. I forgot. I need to shred something. Let me get my paper. I got to shred, put it in the shredder. Oh, I just love playing office. I love playing office, David. This is so fun. It's so fun for us.
I'm so glad I have my own office.
I
now.
love that you got me this briefcase. Oh, I love it. It's so fun. I love it. It's so much fun just being in the office.
Does
working.
she still do Plexus?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
She quit LuLaRoe.
Yes.
And so did McKelty.
Yes.
Okay. They got out of Mary's downline. They
Yeah.
were like, no more money for Meri.
But I think that I think she's still doing the
Plexus is still a
Plexus.
thing. Okay.
Yeah. I when I was on her Instagram, it was like there was a video about
because she's always still posting like her
changing
before
her
and
life.
after.
Yeah. Again,
Okay.
not Ozempic. It's
Mhm.
all the pink drink.
Yeah.
So she's like,
But she does that all from her phone. So what is she doing at her office?
I was in shock when she pulled out that notebook and she had done sketches of the interior of the house and it wasn't in crayon. I
Colored pencils.
Yeah, like a colored pencil.
Glitter gel pens.
Yes, and she she cut out she did like a vision board. She cut out like a bed and put it where the bed should be, and then she put her and David naked on there fucking. Yeah. That was a very detailed
He was like, that's better than some of my jobs I've gotten. You know?
David, focus. We have so much to get done. Your to-do list. We have got to hang the fire extinguisher. This man has 40 years of drywall experience, and the thing on his to-do list is hang a fire extinguisher.
We've got to contact the health department.
And he's like, you want a fire extinguisher inside or outside? What you thinking?
Anywhere you want it, baby.
Whatever you want, okay? Inside, outside, you just tell me about it. I'll get it up for you. Whatever you're thinking about, I can do that for you. And she's like, oh, I forgot. We also need to be getting our business license. I'll call up the business office. Please hold. Hello. Hi, business office. I would like to start a business. It's a B&B. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. It's in Moab.
David, where do I call the business? David, how do I start a business?
No, because she wants to look like she's the boss. She's on Google. How to start a business. Yeah. And she's reading.
I'm calling it Christine's Castles. Because I hope to get more than one B&B.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, but I know
David, what's an LLC?
David, what's a lick? I'm wondering that do we need to get a lick or what? You know?
What's a little lick?
Oh my God. Christine, don't worry, I'll lick you later.
David, we have to pay taxes if we don't live there? I'm confused.
I don't understand, David.
When do the people come?
Will we also have flowers, David? Flowers and people?
We're going to do fresh flowers from Tata Farms for every customer that comes
And then
to
she's
the
like,
B&B.
wait, I have to pay the shipping for those?
Janelle,
How
don't you want
much?
people to know the business?
Wait, Janelle, the flowers got here. It said postage due.
You do remember that in the B&B, they framed
Yes.
magazine.
It is
articles.
Sister Wives theme.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm like, I know she posted, like, do you think people are really staying there?
I don't know. I'd like to.
Imagine that you rent it and
Don't
you
you wanna
don't
go?
know that I don't want to go to Moab ever again.
Okay.
I have too many memories in
It
Moab.
would be weird to not know and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I'd be like, this is the last place left, you know?
Who are these people?
I don't know what the fuck I walked into. This is kind of weird. It's like, imagine if we rented out our house and they walked in here and they're like, what the fuck is
You're
this?
like, okay.
We've got the Becoming Sister Wives book. We got the Duggars 20 and counting or whatever. Like, I just feel like you walk in, you're like, what the fuck?
You're like, whose house is this? I don't know these people.
Yeah, that'd be uncomfortable.
Is this some sort of housewife?
Well, you know what? They do have that fire extinguisher. All right, that's good. That got hung up pretty good.
Okay, back to David.
David,
how do we business?
David,
How do we
I'm
sign up for the
thinking,
business?
okay, here's what I was thinking, David. Let's do a meeting at 9 a.m. business talk. At 10 a.m., we'll have a personal meeting upstairs. Okay. I'll make sure there's no sexual harassment going on.
We don't have HR.
10:05. 5 minutes later, another business meeting. This time, you get on Zoom on your computer. I'll be on Zoom on my computer. So that way we can have like an online situation. Now we can take notes, okay? Truly, can you get in here to take the minutes during the meeting? I've heard about that. I've heard about minutes at the meeting. And then I will contact, then we got to break for lunch. We've got a long day at this point.
She's like, I love business. It like cuts to her at the My Sister Wives Closet Expo. Women's Expo. She's like, hi Can I interest you in any ugly jewelry?
And they're like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, well, we're all sister wives.
Do you know what that is? Would you like a piece?
It's the most beautiful jewelry. And they're like, no. And she's like, fuck, this is so hard.
I hate business.
Seriously, guys? Wait. If I want to do real estate, I have to work on the weekend?
Never forget
I'm
that
out.
it took her 2 minutes to quit real estate.
Oh, she's like, I failed the test, and now I finally passed the test. And they're like, okay, let's start with working on weekends. She's like, my weekends are for myself.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. No, I was thinking, maybe I dibble dabble here and there, just like maybe every Tuesday.
Mona, tell me when you get $1 million listing that I can do on the weekdays, please.
Yeah, like this is just like so much work. Oh, I
Her
can't
and Cody
believe
are
it.
more alike than they think.
Oh yeah.
Don't they know I'm a celebrity?
I'm trying to decide how Peyton feels about Christine, because he's like, Mom has changed so much. She's changed. I think she got this. I don't think she's ever thought about having a house in Moab, but I think that she's doing this because she can. And so she wants to.
I think that Christine's kids all feel a little certain way about her that
That's what I
slowly
think.
let out. I mean, Gwen went on her Patreon and is basically like, Mom's selfish.
Yes,
Remember that?
Yes.
And they don't show her being mean.
No.
And they just show the nice parts of her. I think there's definitely some tension with her kids and her.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's the way he was saying.
I think they're all like, we love her. She's our mom. But like, she has this side to her that like
And then
is
he's like-
selfish and doesn't care.
He's like, he goes, Dad loves a plan. Dad loves to stick to a plan. He follows the plan. And then we cut to Cody riding his bicycle like the evil witch in The Wizard of Oz, where the storm is coming. She's just like,
His face. What was his face doing? It was like,
he's just riding back and forth like this. He's just going real fast. I'm like, what? Careful. Lance Armstrong and his one nut are here. Goodness gracious. Wow, you are flying. Which,
Cody doesn't ride a bike.
This
What
is-
was that? He was like, give some footage of me on my bike.
well, we have the other footage this season of him on the bike, which means that like for an entire afternoon, he was like, all right, should I try a wheelie? But I go out there and try a wheelie for you guys.
He was probably cleaning out the house.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
To
like, I got
sell.
this
He's like,
bike.
my bike. That's going to be my new hobby.
Yeah.
Cody loves a new hobby like you,
Okay.
where he gets all the stuff and does it for a
Listen,
day. And then,
deep cuts.
and then he's
Deep
done.
cuts. But I'm imagining now, Puddle Monkey going out. These people who will not even make the attempt to even drive to Mary's when she was in Flagstaff. And they're like, yeah, let's get some footage of Cody, riding the bicycle.
Just like the quads. They're in the back of the Subaru.
Yep. They really,
Someone hold my feet.
they're like, this is our money, man. Cody's where it's at. We got to make sure we get some good shots of him. Meanwhile, Janelle is still walking her fucking dogs. One's dead, and she's looking her absolute worst. And they're like, good enough.
Just use that footage again.
Cody gets all the fucking B-roll footage too. Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
The sister wife's closet thing. So, because we're talking about business, and I love business.
We love
and I got a
businesses.
business license and business.
Robyn also loves businesses.
Well, Robin's like, I started my own business before, and I let the other girls in on it. I'm like,
Yeah, I was
It
like,
was-
it's supposed to be a family business, Robyn. Now you're
Right.
claiming it as your own.
And Cody's
Also,
like,
it failed miserably.
This is why it failed, though, because I let Robin be in charge. And in polygamy, I got to be in charge of everything. All right. Had
the
I
last
been the
thing
head
you
of-
want as a sister wife is to have your other sister wife being your boss.
And
bossing you
remember
around.
when they did that photo shoot, and he's like, I don't want to be in the photo shoot. It's just about the ladies. And then he's center stage, and then he's in the all purple outfit. He's like, well, I did pack this all purple outfit, so I guess I could hop in a couple. All right. How about the rest of you get
All
out of here?
right.
Let me do a
Move
couple.
over behind me. I got the moneymaker face.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Robyn's like, well, me and Meri, we were on the same page.
Yes.
We both loved the logo.
Mm.
We loved designing jewelry pieces.
We had the
We had a
cutest business
sketchbook.
cards. Okay. I was so good at drawing scrotums, you would not believe it. Okay.
And Cody, Janelle, and Christine just wanted to bitch about
They
it.
didn't
They
wanna
weren't
be a
on
part of
board. And we
this.
went to see the sharks and no one gave us an offer.
Then Janelle starts talking about her business, which
Has to be Plexus, right?
it's very secretive. It's very secretive. She's like, I have a business I started myself, and it's how I make any sort of income. It's how I live off of. And Cody's like, yeah, guess what? We paid for her to start that business, and now she's taking all the profits with her.
She's like, Cody was always like, you got to put it in the family pot. And she's like, no, I don't.
And I'm like, okay, the startup fee was what? $19.95, $39.95 to renew. It was about, you had to buy
It's like-
$500 worth of products.
It has to be Plexus, right? It's like Strive with
Yes,
Janelle.
yes.
And then you usually have to buy a certain amount of product to start, which can't be. I mean, I feel like it's usually like $500 to $700.
Yeah.
So Cody's like, we gave her $500 to $700 to start this. Now I think she should give us all her profits.
Yeah, we just got to kind of keep bankrolling that. Janelle.
I'm like, Janelle, just pay him out his $500 from the land sale. You can keep your $500 you gave me for my Plexus startup.
He's the fucking worst. All right, back with Kody and Justin out on Coyote Pass. And
But
he's
wait, really
yeah,
quick.
Yeah.
Do we think Meri put all her LuLaRoe money in the pot?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But Janelle got to keep her Plexus money.
Yes.
Christine kept her Plexus money.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I think that Meri didn't take any money to start LuLaRoe.
No.
She took her money.
Yep.
She took her money to start Lizzie. She took her money to start LuLaRoe. And then
she also paid for Lizzie's on her own, but then gave all the profits to the family.
Yeah.
No
sure.
one wanted to pay into that.
No. All right. Back at Coyote Pass with Kody and Justin. Cody's like, I bought one piece by myself. Okay. Totally on my shelf, but I'm going to divide the money. All right. My wives think I'm going to screw them. And you know why? Let me tell you why. Sit down. Here's the thing. Christine
You don't have
left
anywhere to be,
first.
right, Justin?
Christine left first, and she was a fucking bitch. And then my ex-wife,
She wanted
Janelle.
intimacy, and let me tell you,
Are
she
you
was
intimate?
a lousy lay.
Are you intimate, with your wife? You want to get intimate right now and kind of show me what you do? Kind of like a little something, something. Anyways, then Janelle, that ex-wife is a bitch.
Such a fucking nag.
She wants to screw me over and over and over again because of my abs. She wants to
She's
screw
like,
me. What can I do? And then Cody's like, if she could, she would come after me for child support and alimony. I'm like, those are things that she actually is entitled to. That's not her coming after you.
Mm-hmm. He's like, good thing. What's her name? What's that one's name? Good thing she's 18 now.
Good thing.
I don't think she's gonna get back child support.
Savannah.
What's her name?
Whatever the fuck that
She's got
kid's name is.
curly hair. She's got my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
she's
I'm like,
beautiful.
the way that he acts, like child support and alimony would be like, oh, of course she would try and come after me for that. I'm like, well, if she had been legally married to you, she's entitled to all of that.
Mhm.
She had 6 of your children that she probably raised off of Strive with Janelle.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're acting like you're doing her a fucking favor,
I felt like he wanted to be like, just so everyone knows I paid for one of those plots.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
now I have to split my money I put in.
Absolutely.
He's hiding how much they're actually getting for that. Good thing it's public record.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But then when he did that thing of Janelle, scheming away. Janelle's not
Psychopath.
had that much energy.
Psychopath.
Janelle has not that much energy to
Janelle's
fuck
like,
you over.
She even told Christine, all I want is separation of assets. I want what I put in.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
what I want.
He's
She's like, I can't really go for much more.
well, you know what, Justin? This has been fun, but oh wait, I forgot to tell you. Did I tell you my exes are only about the money? That's all they see me as. They see me as a fucking ATM. And he's like,
An ATM and a piece of meat. Have you seen my abs?
Yeah, that's all they see me.
I feel like he's like, hey Justin, you got time tomorrow? I got a few more stories to
I got a
tell
couple
you.
stories to show you.
I want you to see this place in the night.
I was a polygamist for 30 years. Okay. And now, I got all these grumpy bitches. They're mad because they got to wait around while we try to figure out what to do with this land. And it's like money, 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 money. All they care about. I'm hoping I can hold on to it long enough they die before they get their money. Okay. And then he's like, oh, how about hang on. You got a couple minutes? Let's go look at the pond. He's like, fucking A, I just want to leave.
He's like, there is no pond. There's no water.
Now, I don't know why this pond is here, but let me tell you about the memories here. Listen, this was probably the the first time I went skinny dipping was on my mission trip with Kenneth. We went skinny dipping together, full balls out. Okay. Second time was me and my mama Janelle. She was giving me a bath out in the lake and she got me all clean. Third time was here. So I get down. I'm completely naked. My whole family's completely naked. We're all
balls
out.
Wiener. I'm like, and then he's like, we were in our skivvies. I'm like, that's not skinny dipping.
Well, I know, but also I'm like, before he says skivvies, he's like, the whole family's out here. We're all jumping
He's like,
around.
I went skinny dipping with my family.
Whole family was out here, and it was just crazy. Like, what the fuck do polygamists do? This is some Warren Jeff
right?
shit.
It's like, you're not giving yourself a good name.
Yeah. And then he's like, I was down in my skiv. Well,
like,
first.
My son Gabriel.
Oh, don't get me started on Gabriel.
I mean, I don't want to tell you about Gabriel right
But
now.
I will.
But he did. This was funny. But
Let me tell you. So Gabriel, I go up to Snowball. Okay, it's October 11th. I send him a picture and say, "Bet you wish you were here, loser." Next thing you know, I got Janelle calling me up, being like, "Did you forget his birthday? He's a man, all right? He needs to grow up, all right? I don't need to tell him happy birthday, but I did forget." And it's like, he's always the victim. Always the victim.
But I had one good time with him in all those years, and it's when he, went down to his skivvies, claimed the island for his own, and then I got out there in my skivvies.
And then I claimed the island because I was like, "You're not paying for this. You're not a man."
And then the whole family was splashing around, and that was the last good time we had as a family.
And then we all kind of got a stomach bug after that. I remember we were just we were shitting for about a couple weeks. Yeah, it was pretty tough.
We all had mad cow disease.
It was pretty fucking tough, Oh my God. So, yeah. So the pond is a great selling feature too. If you want to talk about that.
Yeah. Really... And let me tell you one other thing. Meri wanted the pond, but we all knew she wouldn't share it.
He's like, "Who's Meri?
I really have to go.
I got it. Oh, my wife's calling. I think my kid just broke his arm. Hi, honey. Oh, he's paralyzed. I should probably go."
He's like, "It's fine.
Listen,
let me tell you about my Truly."
Let me tell you, my Truly, she almost died of kidney disease because I didn't give her any water. I was trying to dry out the sickness in her. And I thought, well, let's starve it. Let's not give it any water to build
We don't want to give it any fluids.
Yeah. So
Justin's like, "Okay, and let's wrap this up."
"Do you see this view? Like, look at this view." And he's like, "Yeah, I saw it a couple times now. It's pretty, it's pretty crazy."
Beautiful.
And
he's like, "People come out here all the time to just look at the view." I was like, "People come out here to see the land of broken dreams."
Cody, it's us.
It's fans of the show, Cody.
It's a white Honda CRV that has made many rounds on Coyote Pass. That's us, you dumb fuck. Like, it's not a bunch of people. It's the same two idiots coming out, driving down, looking at the land of broken dreams. He's like, "Yeah, they're always looking for what's for sell out here." I'm like, "No, they're not. No one's looking for what's for sell."
Everyone's looking to see the prairie dog plague pond.
Yeah. Also, I want the unedited footage of the pond because we really blurred a lot of Cody.
Yeah.
What did his dick fall out of that little how in Whitey Tighties
blurred that much before?
I do.
Okay.
In the Whitey Tighties, they have that little secret pocket. Like, did it fall out of there?
I don't know.
Something was going on.
I was thinking that it was new blur and that him and Robyn were like, "Now that we're monogamous, I don't want my junk on TV."
The reason I know it is because I've Googled that picture to use it before and it's blurred.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, what we saw his outline?
He just wanted
Did
to
he have pubes hanging out the side? It was like Michelle Duggar when she went skiing in the
and they blurred her knees.
They blurred her knees because they started showing. Yeah, that's what I felt like we were watching. He's like, "All right, Justin, you've kind of been talking my ear off today, but
I'll let you go."
Listen, this was at one point going to be my little kingdom, my little Shangri-La.
Now, after telling you about this, I don't want to leave.
No, but
I want to.
Now all these bitches care about is, "Give me my money, give me my money. I'm calling a lawyer." Blah, 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 blah. And so don't ever trust women. You got a prenuptial agreement with your woman because you should probably get one, And Cody did say a line that I was like, I feel that in my bones. He's like, "I'm not trying to be dumb here. I'm just dumb here." That is me in my whole life. I'm not trying to be stupid.
To be dumb, but I just am stupid.
I'm just fucking dumb. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, but I'm just stupid. Okay, I'm just stupid. So finally, Justin gets out of there. He squeals out of there.
He's like, "It's been 5 hours.
The sun has set. It's now dark out."
And this is after he already had, I'm sure when he was selling their house, he had 3 days worth of tour.
Oh God.
This is where Robyn keeps her dollies.
Robyn, how much Justin wants to meet all your dollies? Get in here.
Did you tell him all their names and ages and how much you paid for the dresses from?
Well, this is Jezebel. You can tell because she's got the crooked spine. This is.
He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to clean those up for the showing." And she's like, "I can't put my dollies away.
They're gonna have to go in the car with me. To buckle them all up." Yeah, and this one is Christine. She's got a couple of pins stuck in her. Yeah, I hate that bitch. Oh, all right. Back to Parowan. Let's talk about Meri's dating life one more time before we get on out of here.
Do you think we're gonna meet Amos, whatever his name is? Do you think we're gonna get him, or you think she's like?
I don't know if we're getting famous Amos.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I hope. I hope we get the breakup.
I feel like we're getting close to when he comes in.
He's got to be.
Right?
Because she got Zona right before she got Amos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna. I don't know. I'm worried she edited him out.
I'm worried they were like, let's see if it lasts. And then we'll maybe come up there and get a couple of shots of
And they
you.
were like, well, that was quick.
Yeah.
We
like,
never got to it.
Darn it. We should have moved quicker on that. So anyways, Jen's like, okay, here's how you're going to meet a guy. Go to a dog park, a big dog park. Where
we don't want a man with a prissy little dog.
Okay. And you're going to meet a guy there. I'm like, first of all, have you been to a dog park? Because I have. And when you meet people at the dog parks, they're fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna find the best.
They're like, oh yeah,
the best single men at a dog park.
This is Jasper. He has a gluten allergy, and he's actually. Everyone thinks that he's full Dalmatian, but he actually has a little bit of German Shepherd in him. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and he's on a special kidney diet.
Yeah, he's on a special kidney diet. Yeah, I used to have a Weimaraner. His name was Ronnie. I miss that dog. So I'm like, that's what you're gonna get at a fucking dog
Beautiful
park.
coat.
Beautiful coat on Ronnie. Yeah. It's like you go up to another
How
guy.
old's your little one?
Your kid, did yours go to daycare? You know? What do you do for travel?
Sorry, mine's a humper. Yep. Just like his daddy.
Look at him go out there humping away just like I like to do.
He's watched me one too many times. I mean, I feel like we're not getting like the cream of the crop at the dog park.
Absolutely
Jen, this is a bad idea, Jen.
She's like, well, just go wear a shirt that says single, ready to mingle. She's
like that's not desperate.
She's like, I don't think the guys are my age are single, ready to mingle anymore. And she's like, all right, well, widowed, ready to fiddle. You know,
ready to diddle.
Ready to diddle.
Yeah.
Diddle my fiddle. All right. Let's widowed and ready to diddle. And I thought that's
funny.
what
David was.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good moment.
Ready to diddle, Meri.
So now Meri's like, I have gone on a few dates.
Meri's horny though.
Oh yeah.
She's like, I can't wait to get laid.
I think
Jen's
Meri,
like, we gotta get you laid.
Meri still has not orgasmed.
No.
I don't think so.
She's in for a whole new world.
A whole new world. Yeah. I feel like and I guarantee you she's probably like gonna squirt. You know, like when it happens, it's gonna be
gonna be shaking for days.
Oh, they had to redo Lizzie's because of there was so much water damage.
It was a flood.
There's like Jen's downstairs and she's like, Meri, what's leaking from upstairs? And she's
the
like,
house is cracking, it's falling apart, and there's a flood.
There's now mold, Meri. What is all this? It smells kind of like asparagus. What is that, Meri?
The sniffing really set it over the edge.
I'm like, Meri, you're not looking for a man 60 to 65 you're looking for a man with a pulse at this point.
Meri should just get out there and just sleep around a little bit.
Right?
That's what I want for her.
We
don't need to settle down yet, Meri.
No, it's like
travel, meet a man in different places, different states, fuck around.
Wouldn't it be so hot to be like, I'm going to go to another country. I'll get on whatever app is
That's
there.
what she should be doing.
And I'm just going to get dick after dick after dick.
She should get, some Stonehenge.
Oh, she should give a new meaning to Stonehenge.
It's hard as a rock there in Stonehenge, you know?
And it's like also like,
have a little fun, Meri.
Yeah.
Live a little. You love to laugh.
Love to laugh.
You love to have fun.
It's not even about laughing. It's just fuck.
Yeah.
You know, get it out of your system.
Before
You're drying up. Girl.
It's like Christine didn't taste all the flavors. Let's one of you do it. Okay?
Yes. And we know Janelle's not
Janelle,
Janelle's tasting all the flavors, but it's at the froyo shop. You know, she ain't getting all those flavors. That's
Janelle it wants to do that, but she's just gonna get around to it later, and then later never comes. You know. So come on, Meri, you're get it done, girl.
Meri, your bar is getting drier and drier.
Get that wet bar back.
You got to get it before it all dries up. That's what I'm gonna say about that. But Meri's like, I want a guy who's a dreamer. You know, a guy who
supports me in my businesses,
supports me in all of my adventures and endeavors. I'm like, bitch, you started Worthy Up. It's a Facebook group. It's down to like 18 members now.
And 5 are like admin.
5 are you. 5 are just Meri. Another 10 are admin.
She's like, if only I could find a tanner.
Oh God.
If only Blair was straight, you know.
Well, I didn't learn Blair was straight for a couple of years, and I had a major crush on him.
She's like, I could turn him.
Oh, for sure. I could definitely turn him. I turned Cody, Cody said he lost his virginity to a guy at college. So yeah, I think I could turn him. I've done it once, can do it twice. Absolutely. And then Cody's like, listen, Meri wants herself an alpha male. Okay. And I don't know how she's going to do that because she always wants to be in control. And you know what? I'll tell you this. Okay. She can't have an alpha male if she's got all of her mean girlfriends around her. She's got to ditch those bitches because no alpha male is going to put up with that shit. Ditch.
Did you just say ditch those bitches Cody?
Ooh,
Oh,
I can't wait for the talk back.
Jen is gonna be activated.
Oh, Jen's activated. You better watch out. Jen is gonna come and exterminate your ass.
Murder for hire.
Murder for fucking hire, motherfucker.
Better be careful, Cody.
I was just like,
Mary's hitman's gonna get you.
Ditch those bitches.
I know.
And I was like, okay, who are all the bitches? Jen,
Brandy with an I.
Brandy with an I.
Amber Malin. Tanner.
Amber Malin's mom. Tanner. Blair,
Hillary.
Andrea.
She's got a lot of mean girl bitch friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think number one target is Jen.
Oh, of course it is.
And she's like, Jen has been the only one who has stuck by my side more than any of my own family.
She's and Cody should know you keep the loyal ones around.
You should understand that.
that was pretty good.
It was like a good moment of like, okay, that's a serve. You know what? Now
it wasn't like an embarrassing one. It was like, you're right. He did keep the only loyal wife.
It was finally, she had like some smart humor for once.
Yeah.
It was like, let me play on that. Fidelis.
So I'm thinking possibly you got to ditch those bitches aimed right at Jen from Cody may give us some good content on the podcast.
Okay. I also think that they're going to wear for the first episode shirts that say ditch those bitches.
Right.
Or maybe they're going to call it ditch those bitches.
JustJenSays.com is going to, first shirt's going to say ditch the bitches.
Yeah. And be pokey.
Yep.
Be pokey.
Don't be
all hokey pokey. Just be pokey.
Be like a cactus and be pokey.
I think that the podcast could be called Ditch Those Bitches.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Or like something with like that, calling themselves bitches.
Yeah. That's what that's ditch those bitches and they're the bitches. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Maybe.
Those bitches. It'll just be called Those Bitches.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. Mary's going to be in charge of the marketing. So it's not going to be that. It's going to be like Meri and Jen, BFF chit chat.
She's like, Jen, I don't want to like harp on the past. I don't want to talk about Cody.
Oh, but
I want to talk about worthing up. I've done too much therapy for this.
I don't want to talk about Cody, but I do want to talk about.
Only hope is if Jen gets in her ear.
Please, Jen, if you're listening, Mary's got big ears. You can get in there. All right. She's always tucking that hair behind, and she should not be. She's got a big ass ear.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Brandy, get on her.
Okay.
Encourage her to be petty. That's what we like.
I know at the beginning of this episode, I was here for Meri. I'm not anymore.
No.
I went back.
I feel like she was not as pathetic.
She wasn't as pathetic as normal, but still there.
She's moving on a little bit.
Moving on. She got Zona.
She's Miss Moving On.
Yeah. Miss Moving On. Woo! Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, go and leave us a 5-star review. Blow our heads up with great compliments, as that's what we're looking for.
No negative reviews.
Please, no negative reviews.
We'll ditch those bitches if that happens.
If you really enjoyed this, then go ahead and follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/sisterwivestalk, where we do this 5 days a week. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram at Shy Talk Pod. We're everywhere.
We are.
But we're also nowhere because we're not really good at keeping up on anything. So it's a lazy podcast. It is what it is. All right, guys. Have a beautiful week. Splish splash. We're all trash.
Goodbye.